All right, hey guys, OFD checking in here, and today we have a beautiful, beautiful limited edition piece from Bernhard H. Mayer. Now, if you guys aren't familiar with the brand, I've looked at a couple of their watches, their Power Master first, also the Mechanique, which I actually have on my wrist right now. This is a beautiful hand winding with the ETA manual movement in it. It's just a very comfortable and absolutely beautiful watch. It's a bigger dress style watch, but I really love it. Now, this one they sent out to me, they reached out and said, would you guys be interested in looking at my 150 or our 150th anniversary piece? And when I say you guys, I mean myself and Chris Marshall. This will also be going over to Marshall Time after I look at it. But I was excited, and this is one of the two editions they have here. So I'm going to go ahead and start opening this up. Now, it does have two boxes down here. One of these is actually a watch cleaning kit. So here's the 150th anniversary here from 1871. They did send it out saying thank you for taking a look at it. And I really wanted to start out here with the box. Now, this company got its start in 1871 in Pforzheim, Germany. That's where they actually established the first building. And this is a rendition here on the top of the box of the building as it stood in Pforzheim, Germany before World War II. I'm sure that it was damaged in World War II with Allied bombing, but absolutely a stunning case. And I'm going to reach down here and remove this. This is a watch care kit. And here towards the end of the video, we'll open this up and go over it, but I'm going to set it aside here because I really want to concentrate on this watch. It's an absolutely beautiful timepiece. Now, like I said, 150th anniversary piece here. Now, one of the things you're going to notice right off is the dial of the watch, and there's a medallion in the dial of the watch. If you're not familiar with this company or the Bernhard H. Mayer, the company actually started out as the House of Mayer, and they were making medallions back in the 1800s for European royalty, British royalty, and actually for Olympic Games, the 1936 Olympics, the House of Mayer actually made the medals for that. So Jesse Owens, who I think took 4 gold medals in that race, those medals were made by the House of Mayer. So absolutely beautiful watch. We'll go ahead and get it here off the pillow. Now, very high class boxing. I mean, this is all wooden, comes with everything. You've got your manuals, your instructions, a cleaning cloth here, and this is along with the other watch care kit that comes with it. But let me go ahead and wipe this off real quick. Saw some dust there on the dial, but let's go ahead and check this one out. Now, it is a beautiful, beautiful piece. Now, the case is a bigger case, measuring at 43 side to side here, not including the crown. I'm going to grab my calipers here in a minute, and we'll measure the lug to lug. So it is a bigger watch, as is the Mechanique. I think this also comes in a 43 millimeter case. So if you like bigger, bolder watches, definitely a brand to take a look at. Now, I'm going to bring it up here closer so we can take a look at the dial. You can see that absolutely beautiful coin there that's been placed on the dial of the watch. Actually hand-carved silver coin. It's just beautiful, beautifully done. I love the layout of the dial on this watch. Now, it's an anniversary model, of course, celebrating that 150 years of the Bernhard H. Mayer company. And they definitely want to reach back to their roots in coin making and coin engraving, and that is what they've done with this one here. So beautiful piece. This one has the blue dial. There is a rose gold dial available also that I think is a more limited edition piece. I think this one is limited to 1,871 pieces, possibly, if I'm not mistaken. We'll go ahead and take a look at the case back here on the watch. This is running a Sellita SW200. You can see the beautifully engraved custom rotor that Bernhard H. Mayer has put on this watch. So it's a very neat piece there. And yeah, you can see here, this is, looks like number 161 of 1,871 watches, but very well put together. The 4 screws that are holding the case back down. This is 100 meters water-resistant watch. Sapphire crystal on the top as well as on the case back. This is sapphire crystal also, but this is just a really, really well-made timepiece. Nice 60-minute track there. Go ahead and get this thing running here. Wind her up a little bit. And let's get the hands in a better position also here for the video. Go ahead and pull this out. Of course, it's hacking and hand windable. And I just want to really be able to showcase the dial of this watch here. So let's get these hands kind of in this position here so you guys can see what's going on here. A non-screw down crown, but it is 100 meters of water resistance. Now, just a beautiful layout. 60-second track there on the inside. Nice applied Arabic numerals in silver all the way around and polished. They look beautiful. Swiss made down here at the bottom. It's not a very cluttered dial. Even with the medallion there on it, it's not a really cluttered dial. So, and if you're familiar, this company actually, they were involved in making a lot of coin watches back in the 1980s, if you guys are old enough to remember those. I remember them quite well. Coin watches were really, really a big deal, and this company was one of the big ones that really got that all kicked off and started. So very, very nice watch. We'll go ahead and throw this one on my 7-inch wrist. I did want to note to you guys the leather strap that comes on it. Very high-class leather strap. Very nice buckle and clasp assembly. Nice perlage work done there. Go ahead and look at the inside. Genuine leather. It is lined nicely. but very nice. I love the looks of that Sellita in there with that polished, or not polished, but that decorated rotor there looks really, really nice. So let's go ahead and throw this one on my 7-inch wrist, and I do believe it has some loom, so stick around to the end of the loom shot. But after we throw it on my wrist, and you see it on my wrist, we're going to go ahead and look at that watch cleaning kit or watch care kit that comes with it. All right, so here is the 150th limited edition here on my wrist. Very, very nice piece. It wears well. The case is just, I love the design on the case, and I wanted to show you and kind of highlight here the polishing and the brushwork on the case. You can see this chamfered edge here. Underneath the bezel is bright and polished. You've got brushing along the top and brushing along the sides. Also a nice polished bezel around the outside, holding in that beautiful sapphire crystal. The watch is really, really well put together. If you've ever worn a BHM watch, you kind of understand that you just feel the quality when you put one on. They're not inexpensive watches. I'm going to leave pricing information down below in the description, and also a link to where you can get over there to the website and check them out. But they're just very, very well put together watches, high-class watches, and you really kind of feel like that when you're wearing one. Just really, really well put together pieces. Let's go ahead and get the watch cleaning kit out and talk about that for just a little bit. All right, one thing I wanted to point out real quick before we jump into the watch care kit is you've got 11.8 millimeters of thickness on this watch from the case back, from the sapphire crystal on the case back to the top of the sapphire crystal here, 22 millimeter lug openings, and 50 millimeters lug tip to lug tip. So that gives you the overall size of this watch, including that 43 lug tip to lug tip. So I didn't want to not tell you guys that. So let's go ahead and open this box here, show you what comes inside of here. I thought this was really neat. I mean, it is a limited edition timepiece, so they go ahead and give you some information in here about the company, about the watch, about, you know, what you're looking at here as far as the company, their history, their rich history in, you know, coin making or coin engraving. Numismatics, I think, that's kind of more of the collecting end of it, but just really nice. Now, this one I think is limited to 150 pieces. This one is super, super limited. So the one I have is 1,871 pieces. I do believe they're making a couple in that one also, but very nice looking stuff here. So you can look through that, read a little bit more about the company, and then down inside of here, and this one's going to be a bear to get out probably because I'm on camera. No, we got it here. So let's go ahead and grab this one out of here. And this is going to be your watch care kit. Now, I think inside of here, you're probably just going to have like polishing cloth and polishing kits like that. So yeah, you're going to get a nice polishing cloth here with their logo on it. Very nice, actually high-class stuff there. And then, oh, I think we have gloves. Well, that's kind of cool. We have a nice set of black gloves. I'll probably actually put those to use at some point in videos. And then you've got up here in the top, you've just got a watch tool. So this is going to be for strap changes, I do believe, and things like that. I don't think you've got a super fancy watch tool here, but let's go ahead and look. Yeah, just simple strap changes and whatnot. But nice little watch care kit. You know, it's not your standard where you see watches come with little kits like this, but I do think that's kind of a neat little addition to this watch. So let's go ahead and dim the lights. And I mean, it looks like we have loom on these hands, so let's go ahead and dim the lights and see if we have any loom. Well, I don't know. Let's go ahead and see. It looks like they're going to have loom on them. I'm assuming it's going to have a nice layer of Swiss super luminova on there. So no, I don't think there's any loom on those hands whatsoever. So that shows you they're just painted hands. Not really a watch I'd be worried too much about loom on. Let's bring back up the lights. All right, guys, well, I want to thank you for joining me. Sorry this one didn't have any loom on it. I thought with those white hands, maybe we had some loom in there, but really nice watch. Beautiful blue dial. Reminds me of those Dodgers as they fade into the ether of 2021 baseball. But anyways, I digress. But guys, thanks for joining me. If you like the video, give me a thumbs up down there at the bottom. And if you've not subscribed to the OFD channel yet, please do. Please do. Thanks, guys.